I want us to look at the next meta skill, which I said earlier, which is to be challenging. It's challenging meta skill. Let's turn to page, I think it's 25 in your learner guides. Turn to page 25 on your learner guides, and let's go through what challenging is about. Are you excited? I am. So let's look at the essence. So the essence speaks about and I want you guys to share what are your thoughts when it comes to that, because it says here in your manuals that the essence of challenging is about the stretching out of people out of their comfort zone, or accepting ideas and forcing them to make uncomfortable choices in the interest of growth. So, a few things coming out there. So it's stretching out of people out of their comfort zone, right? And it is also accepting ideas and forcing them to make uncomfortable choices in the interest of growth. What does that mean for you, Tabo? Yeah. And what does that mean for you? And isn't that interesting? Now let's see. When they speak about this challenging meta skill, maybe let's unpack what good looks like from a meta skill perspective. So, as a leader, you should be able to do the following. The leader always challenges for the benefit of the team and the individual, not attack, challenge. So, team members volunteering to be part of projects. There are individuals where you find that always they are chosen for some projects. So when you are not chosen, are you placing yourself out there to say, I'm available for this one? Food for thought. Team members holding each other accountable around agreements that are held and performance levels. Guys, we are in a business that has targets. And I love the fact that there are specifics. So from your goals, there are specifics. But within our daily work also, there's an expectation and targets in place. And therefore, we're holding each other accountable to what we've committed to. And also making sure that, although I have not reached my target, but there is an upward trajectory. So we're holding one another accountable in that sense. So there's very little to no blame in the way the team approaches problems. So we're dealing the ball and not the player. Team members will often than not keep their arrangements and hold themselves accountable when they don't. So when a person knows exactly that, my focus right now is the kept percentage, and there are certain levers or there are certain habits that I'm supposed to practice and do in order to get that ultimate result. Already before my coaching session that would have been scheduled on a weekly basis, that, have I done well or have I not? And where I have not, maybe I'm also aware of the hindrances. Get what I'm saying? So team members like that are usually a magnet for talent. So they don't just sit. They don't just wait for things to come. They are go-getters. And that's what good looks like. So are you guys ready to perhaps go and understand how does it work when we practice it? Let's get into it immediately. So I'm gonna take the pen, paper, as well as the press sticks. So you'll notice that there is actually more in the stack than what the number of people are, but I'll explain that later. Just take it and place it there, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Okay, I want everyone to take a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you guys to sit down on your desks as you've taken the piece of paper. I want you to sit down and think, what is the most one thing that you've always wanted to reach? You know, it may be work, it may be personal, and for the sake of this exercise, just also think about in life in general, because guys, in as much as work is important, but also there are certain goals that drive you. What's the one thing that stands out that you've always wanted to achieve? Write that down. Once you are done, I want you to all come. I want you to fold that piece of paper as you come, and I want you to write your name outside. Big bold letters, and own it. And I want you, I've put a bit of press stick here. I want you guys to stick it on each space. Where there's a press stick, you can just paste your note there. Okay, we'll just wait. Yeah. Now that you are on this side, I want you guys to actually go to the other side. But while you go to the other side, I want you to grab another piece of paper. And we're going to answer a few questions, and I want you to just think about it as you answer. The most honest, because for this to be real, I need you guys to be honest with yourselves. Okay. So I want you to write this down as you are standing on the opposite side. Look at it. No? Everyone, look at your paper. And as you're looking at your paper, you know your goal, right? And I want you now to answer the following questions. The first one, what are you doing? So doing being the verb. What are you doing that's stopping you from having your goal? What are you doing that's stopping you from having that goal? And now that you have that, what makes it more important to you? And tell me, what might you have to do to stop? What is it that you need to stop doing or stop to get to that goal? So if it is a certain habit, what is it that you need to stop to get it? And I want to maybe hold on to that piece of paper. Can I have a volunteer? Because what we want to do is for you to experience the fullness of the impact of this exercise. Thank you, Lerato. Again, Lerato. Okay, so I want you to stand on the opposite side as you are standing here next to me, and as I stand, I want you to take me through what is your goal. And what's stopping? What's the thing that's stopping you? Or what's the one thing that you might need to stop to actually get to that goal? Because I hear that it is very important to you, and how you are expressing yourself, you are showing me that you have passion around public speaking. So what's stopping you? What's the one thing that you need to stop in order to get to that goal? Really? And I hear your reasoning, But if I were to say to you right now, you are holding a paper, there is your goal. And this is what is stopping. Which one do you choose? Choose carefully. Wise choice. Wise choice. Wise choice. Wise choice. Anyone to volunteer again? And let's do it. As I stand opposite you, let's do it. Well done, guys. Well done. Now that everybody has gone through the exercise and you've all done, understanding, and you've switched roles, I would just want to know, as we reflect, because you challenged first, what's it like to challenge? And for you, Lerato, what was it like to be challenged in that manner? Because, there was a lot to negotiate. I saw her negotiating there. I saw her looking at the fact that, no, how can I overcome? But what was it like to be challenged in that manner? Absolutely. That's great. Guys, that was phenomenal. There are a list of even powerful leveled questioning that one can learn. But this is as you go, because you can never grow if you do not put yourself out there. You can never grow if you don't challenge your thinking, challenge the way you do things, and challenge what has always been done in a certain way. You need to think about it thoroughly. How is it that I can overcome? And is it really, a stumbling block? Because we were laughing at, some of these things are not really a stumbling block, but already in your head, you have formulated it and made it a stumbling block, and therefore it becomes a challenge. And yet, you have all the power within to overcome. Well done, team. Okay, are you ready to look at our directing meta skill? Let's smash.